So it's the first of the month, and my social media manager, aka me, said that it's a great idea and great time to reintroduce myself because there might be some of you that don't really know much about me, although you might be taking a lot of counsel and insight from me. So, anyway, my name is Marco. I was born and raised in San Diego, California. I'm 32 years old, father of two. I'm a Pisces, Libra, Virgo. But I usually tell people that I'm a 3-5 reflector on the cross of rulership. It's my human design. I am obsessed with human design, and particularly because in 2012, dropped out of college and Reiki found me. My mom took me to a Reiki healer, which I thought was mushrooms. But it turns out it was just this like really beautiful, relaxing sort of not talk therapy. And it felt like I was being held underwater my entire life. And this Reiki session was like someone just yanked me up and I got to breathe for the first time. That set me on a lifelong path of wanting to discover like spirituality. And I quickly realized that there are a lot of people that are also doing this, but they're not really living their lives. They're just kind of creating these echo chambers and yes bubbles and claiming it as being spiritual. I inherently knew that that was not the way. And so I spent a lot of time just exploring different systems and seeing what was legit. And so when I found human design, I was like, whoa, this is legit. I started to break that as well because I started to meet people in the human design community that were wonderful and incredibly knowledgeable, but their lives, they weren't actually living their design. And things really changed when I met my buddy Pasha out here on Maui, which is where I live now. And we started something called Sensory Design. We created a community called The Archive where we basically are bridging the worlds of somatics, biomechanics, energy healing, sensory training with human design. And this is my passion right now. This is my highest excitement aside from being around my daughter, because so much of those two things are interwoven into each other, in that I'm watching the way that my daughter is breastfeeding and crying and moving through her bowel movements and teaching her like at the ripe age of like 2 months old how to poop on a little toilet and potty train her and learning the signals. And so this is a place where my worlds are colliding in the most beautiful way. And my whole mission here on social media is just to help you be you, help you reclaim your energy from your device, from people that you've mistakenly placed in positions of authority in your life, to help you reconnect with your physical organs so that you can live a more spiritual life, not one that has a cooler spiritual lingo or looks better on social media, but one that actually feels really, really safe, and that you're not afraid to be challenged because you feel safe, so that you can constantly be growing a life where you can take responsibility for the things that are going on and you don't go to the shame buffet every time you're guilty of something. And that's what I'm here to do. So, hi. Nice to meet you. Also, it's I know it's not fall yet, but Harry Potter is going to be on repeat in my house, and the screen is going to be covered because we don't let our kids watch screens. But the dialogues of Harry Potter are going to be running all this week because it is September, and I love Harry Potter. And I'm not sure how I feel about the HBO remake of it. Kind of seems weird to me. They could have totally took it in. They could have spent a lot of money doing some other really cool stuff in the wizarding world. But anyway, that's my hot take, and that's Reiki Marco in a nutshell.